Mr. McCarthy, you want to start us off here?
Yes, good morning. March 3rd, 2020, work session. All members present except Lisa Anzarello.
Okay. I have a number of executive session things, both specific personnel and contractual, that we need to go over. What I will do is just inform the board, if you haven't already heard, Moody's rating agency has rated us again with a AAA bond rating.
Yeah.
They made some very, very nice comments about how we're operating here in Smithtown, so congratulations to the board. Nicole will be putting out some press. David, she'll be getting everything together for that. The other thing that advise the board is that Flynn Memorial Park is ahead of schedule, on budget, and the possibility of having 2 fields minimum and maybe more exist for our teams to start playing on maybe around May. So they're doing well. So, the synthetic turf will be going down in the next couple of weeks. The buildings are under construction, so because of the winter we've had, we're doing very, very well there. So,
Sounds nice.
so that's coming along good. That's all I have, other than the executive session matters.
No, I'm just executive session personnel.
Executive session.
I have Mr. Ken Burke here. He just wants to go over a little bit about the internet policy and the use of our system. So Ken, you want to?
Come on up. Good morning.
All right, so, obviously, everyone, today is, concerned about internet use and just cybersecurity in general. We have added a lot of technology to, to make us safer here. And I've been reviewing the computer, email, internet use policy, and I feel that I want to, make some changes to tighten things down a bit. And it's mostly in the area of personal email access on the town computers. The policy needs a little bit of, I think, updating. So what I'm suggesting is working with the town attorney and you folks to, craft the policy, make it a little more specific, lock down personal email use, because, a lot of times, on our exchange side, town email, there's a lot of built-ins to pick up, potentially bad emails containing either attachments, zip files, this and that. We do have a lot of technology that can catch a lot of the potentially bad stuff. I know people can, inadvertently, use if they have their personal email addresses, personal email, they can inadvertently use them. If we had a situation where we need to pull in all email history, which, does happen, then we don't really have the visibility into, personal emails, things like that. So what I want to do again is review the policy, put more specifics in there. We do have technology that we can tighten up a lot of things. For example, we can basically block internet sites by categories, things like that right now that we are doing, certain, types of sites, and that just, helps keep people honest. Not that anyone's really going out of their way doing something, they shouldn't be that we're aware of, but, that also helps. So that's, pretty much what I'm here to talk about today in a nutshell. So, any questions or?
Okay, so you're gonna be working with the town attorney's office on recrafting some of those
Yes.
policies, correct?
Yes, it hasn't been really rewritten in a while, and it needs,
Okay.
To be gone over and, clarified for everyone. And
Okay.
probably pushed out to the masses, just so everyone's clear. And then what I propose is to use technology we have to also, tighten things down as well.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but I don't understand the crossover you're talking about? From personal email to town email?
Yes, well, it's the ability, so normally, you log onto your computer here, you have your town, Outlook, or if you're off-site using Outlook, et cetera. And then, some amount of people do have their personal emails, Gmail, AOL mail, things like that folks do access from their town computer. So, that's something that, when you look across, you know, corporations, or across the other towns, it's something we just need to tighten up, because it's really not an allowed use of, you know, of town property, you know, plus it just adds other potential, you know, risks and vulnerabilities.
Right.
There's other towns that have the same policy and where it's prohibited. You can't access personal email addresses from any of our computers within our network. Because if you do and you open up an attachment, the potential is there for that information, if it's a phishing scheme or it's a virus. Once you open up on your system, it's already past ours, because they're using basically our platform to get out and get their personal email. So it potentials a big liability, and we all saw what happened last year. You know, the Rockville Center was held hostage. They took over their whole system. They locked it down. So, you know, in today's world, you know, cybersecurity is on the utmost. You know.
Well, what about over here? If I want to get my town email on my phone,
Right.
obviously it's my phone, the town email. By the way, you have to do this for me because it's a new phone and I can't figure it out.
Okay.
So I get my town email. I can go to the exchange, get my town email.
Mhm.
But then I have, it's my own, so I have my Yahoo. So is that also a problem with all our phones?
No, but that's also still going through our exchange server. There's spam, you know, control and management in there. There's still a lot of rules that are, that's just basically another vehicle to get your town email.
But that's not going to cross over on?
No,
oh.
no. No, that's fine.
And you have to do that for me because
Okay,
I have not a clue.
that's not a problem.
Anything else?
All right,
All
no,
right,
that's
so
about
work
it.
with Ken, thank you for coming in, work with the town attorney's office when you get the policy completed, and let the board know.
Sure.
We'll take a look at it and we'll get it implemented.
Great, thanks very much.
Thanks,
David,
Ken.
you have something today?
I know there's a public hearing on, town board on hearing today. I wasn't sure if we wanted to talk about it work session or not, so I can't.
They're regenerating it, so what we'll do is talk to you after this. They're regenerating the agenda right now,
Okay.
all right? So figure it out. Anything else?
Good.
No, that's
Okay, then I'll
stuff
move
that's
into executive.
Second.
Yes.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Thank you very much. Okay, I'll move to close executive.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And move to close this morning's work session.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, thank you.